What if everything you think you know about the biggest teams in world football is only half the story? Because behind every great footballing nation, behind the trophies, the legends, the anthems echoing through packed stadiums, there are moments of quiet fear, moments of private doubt, moments when the most powerful teams in the world look at what's coming and feel something they rarely admit. And today, we're going to explore a question that millions are quietly asking as the 2026 World Cup approaches. Are the big teams secretly afraid of the new format? Section 1. The revolution nobody expected. For decades, the FIFA World Cup had a rhythm, a familiar heartbeat. 32 nations, 8 groups, 64 matches, a clean, brutal road to glory that the world's elite had mastered. Then FIFA changed everything. The 2026 FIFA World Cup represents a complete transformation of the event. With 48 teams, 104 matches, and a brand new structure, it promises to be bigger, more inclusive, and more unpredictable. On the surface, it sounds like a celebration, but if you read between the lines, something else is happening, something they won't say out loud. They are nervous, and the tension is palpable. Section 2. How the format works, and why it changes everything. Let's understand exactly what has changed, because the details matter. The 2026 edition will feature 12 groups of 4 teams each. This makes it the most globally representative World Cup in history. The final phase will now begin with the round of 32 rather than the round of 16. That's one extra knockout round. One more game between a great nation and glory. And in football, unexpected is another word for dangerous. Section 3. The history of giant killings. Here is the truth that every big nation's coaching staff knows by heart. The World Cup has always humbled the powerful. In 1950, the US defeated England. In 2002, Senegal shocked France. In 2018, defending champion Germany were eliminated by South Korea. In 2022, Saudi Arabia defeated Argentina. These were the old format. Only 32 teams. Now imagine 48. In reality, the expanded format may have done the opposite of providing a cushion. Section 4. The hidden fear, what the data reveals. Let's talk about Germany, 4-time world champions. They no longer arrive as automatic authority. Germany arrives as a nation in ideological reconstruction. Now look at Brazil, 5-time champions. Yet back-to-back quarterfinal exits have exposed that balance remains elusive. And Argentina, the reigning champions. Yet even their path is not smooth. 33 places separate them and Algeria. This is the new World Cup. Reputation counts for nothing when the whistle blows. Section 5. The new challengers who have nothing to lose. This is exactly what makes the big teams nervous. For every giant with the weight of expectation, there is a smaller nation entering with nothing to lose. Morocco proved in 2022 that Africa can reach the last 4. Saudi Arabia proved Asian football can ambush world champions. Now, with a round of 32 that forces the elite into an extra high-stakes match immediately, there are no free games anymore. Section 6. The tactical and psychological challenge. Here is what football analysts understand that casual fans miss. The mental burden on big teams is enormous. They don't just play football, they carry the weight of a nation. And for the players, there is a physical toll. The biggest stars play 60 or more club matches before the World Cup even begins. By the time they arrive this summer, their legs are heavy, their minds are stretched, and now they face one more knockout game. Section 7. Why this moment is historic. This is not just a footballing story. This is a story about power. For over a century, the World Cup belonged to a small group. Europe and South America shared the trophy and maintained an order. The 48-team World Cup is not just bigger. It's fundamentally different. It reshapes how teams approach the competition. It rewards preparation, physical freshness, tactical flexibility, and above all, mental courage. The big teams know this. And that quiet fear, that unspoken anxiety, that is the sound of world football changing forever. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is no longer just a tournament. It is a test of whether the old powers can adapt, or whether a new generation will rise and rewrite history in front of the largest audience sport has ever seen. The format has changed, the playing field has never been more level, and the giants must face a terrifying truth. In football, no one is safe. Can the big nations rise to this challenge? Or will 2026 be the tournament where everything we thought we knew finally breaks?